Hello, friends, and welcome back to r/IDontWorkHereLady. There's a lot of stupid people in the world, but there's a reason they want someone else to be punished for their stupidity. And our first story today. Citizen comes into government office and admits to crime, wants to file complaint. I work for a local government in a small town as a GIS employee. I'm not required to, but I do try to help out people who come in while the secretary is out. We occasionally get some interesting people in here. This was one of those times, and it happened about a year and a half back. I'm working on making a map or something when I hear the front desk bell ding. I go up to the front desk and ask the man how I can help him. He said that one of our workers was really mean to him, and he'd like to make a complaint. I tell him the street department head isn't in, but I can try and relay the details. Also, he might have better luck at City Hall. I'm very clear this whole time that this isn't actually my job, but I don't mind helping. He starts describing the incident. He says there was road construction, and he completely blew past a road closing, and that workers who were in the road yelled and swore at him. He actually said something about him not being sure the sign meant it, with regards to the closure. I recognize the area because I'd gotten some CAD files from there a while back, and I tell him that work on that road was actually being handled by private contractors, so not only is this report not my job, but it's not even government employees that did anything. But can't you do something, he asks? This is when it hit me. I say, wait, you violated a traffic regulation, and it sounds like you even endangered some workers. Then you went into a government building and effectively confessed to a random GIS worker, no less, but I didn't say that, and you want us to punish non-employees. You realize you could actually be the one to get in trouble over this if you pursue it, right? My tone was genuinely cautionary. I wasn't even really trying to accost him of anything. His face kind of went white and he said, "Oh," and it dawned on him what he'd just tried to do. He then rushed out of the office. He didn't seem angry, but he did seem to realize he was in the wrong. I don't know if the poor fella followed up at City Hall after that, but I'd reckon not. I drove through a red light and the cops couldn't catch up to me. Can you fire them for being slow? And our second story. You work here, so I can destroy your headphones. Things you need to know about me. At the time, I was 15 years old, last year. I was 1.75 meters tall. That day, I was wearing my Star Wars t-shirt. Okay, 15-year-old me went on the bus to lots of malls with my uncle, jumping from game store to game store looking for a copy of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures All-Star Battle for the PS3. Never actually got the game because it's literally impossible to get in my country because the JoJo fan base is almost nothing. Ended up getting it on digital. In one of them, we divided. My uncle went to the PS4 section. I went to the PS3 section, listening to music on my earphones. For some odd reason, they were divided by Switch and Xbox games. While I was there, a nice woman said she was looking for Street Fighter for the PS4, so I told her about Street Fighter V and that I saw a few copies on the PS4 shelf before. The lady thanked me and went to the PS4 section. I put my earphones back in. So far, nothing bad. So I keep doing my search for the game when this big dude, I'll assume he's in his mid-30s, came over. Stood there for a while. I assumed I was in his way, so I moved back, but the dude didn't move. Instead, he pulled my earphones out of my ears, and the earphone cable disconnected from my phone. Me, hey, WTF, man, give me my earphones back. Dude, is that any way to talk to a customer? I'll have to teach you a lesson. So he took both sides of the cable and stretched it. For sure, he broke the metal wire inside. Me, my earphones! What the F is wrong with you? Dude, look, you better shut your mouth and help me or I'll have you fired. I'm looking for a new console for my son. He wants a PS4, but you better give me at least 20% off it for being rude. Me, WTF, man, I don't even work here. And I want you to give me money for a new pair of headphones. Dude, shocked. What do you mean you don't work here? I saw you help that lady. Me, yeah, because I wanted to be nice, but I don't work here. A guy who actually works there started to come near us. Dude, oh man, I'm sorry. I don't want any problems. He gave me $20. Look, nothing happened here. Worker, is there something wrong here? Me, no, sir. Worker, looking at the dude. Dude, no, nothing. Worker, okay then. And he left. The dude went to the other side of the store. My uncle got his game. I got new earphones. The ones he broke were $2 earphones, so yay, free upgrade. It sickens me that this dude thinks it's okay to do that to workers. I don't know if in his mind, since I was a worker, he would not get any problems. It just seems dumb to me. And our next story for today. Just run across the store and tell them to answer the phone. I used to work the customer service desk at a large grocery chain in Pennsylvania. By far the most common call we got was people asking for the pharmacy. For us, and for a lot of large chain stores, the pharmacy is its own separate entity in all respects except for sharing the building. Think of it like two different stores at a shopping mall. They have a different name, different staff, different logo, different everything. For us, we weren't even on the same phone system, for privacy reasons. So when people would ask to speak to the pharmacy, the only thing we could do was give them the information to connect to the pharmacy directly. We'd often get people who would call and begin spilling their medical history before you could stop them, but this was one of my most memorable calls. Based on the voice, this was an adult in their 30s or 40s. Me. Thanks for calling large grocery store. My name is Chris. How can I help you? Lady. Hi, can you connect me with the pharmacy? Me. I'm unable to transfer you, but I can give you the pharmacy's direct number to call. Lady. No, I just want you to transfer me. Me. I understand. The pharmacy is a separate store and on a different phone line, so my phone here isn't able to transfer you, but I can give you their phone number to call them directly. Lady. So why won't you transfer my call? Me. I'm sorry. It's a bit of a pain, I know. I wish I could. The phone just can't do that because they have their own system so that patients don't accidentally leave voicemails with sensitive medical information on the grocery store's phone. But I have their number ready for you to connect with them directly. Lady. Ugh, fine. So I give her the phone number. About 30 seconds go by. My phone rings again. Me. Thanks for calling large grocery store. My name is Chris. How can I help you? Lady. Hello. I just spoke with you about calling the pharmacy. I called, and they didn't answer. I can't see the pharmacy from my station, but on Saturday mornings, they're always super busy. And given the length of time between calls, she couldn't have called more than once. Me. I'm sorry about that, ma'am. It's very possible that they're busy, but I'm sure if you call back in a few minutes or leave a... Lady. I don't want to leave a message. I want to talk to someone now. Can't you call over and ask them to answer the phone? Me. I want to help you, but I really can't force them to answer the... Lady. I'm going to hang up and call them. You go over there and tell them to answer the damn phone while I'm calling. Me. Ma'am, I'm afraid that I can't do that. Like I said, if you call and leave a message... Lady. Why won't you help me? Go over and tell them to answer the phone. Do you even understand what I'm asking you to do? Me. Ma'am, I understand what you're asking me to do, and I'm afraid that I can't do that. But I can... Lady, I want to speak to your manager. Me. I'm happy to connect you with the pharmacy manager, but I can't transfer you. You'll have to call them directly. Click. Note, I'm certainly not trying to be insensitive to someone who could have been having an urgent medical situation, but I just had no way of helping, which I tried to explain. It's like needing a hospital and calling the subway in the hospital food court. One doesn't call a pharmacy when they have an urgent medical situation. They dial 911 or get to the ER. And it never ceases to amaze me that these people don't have time to wait, but they have all the time in the world to argue with someone that can't help them, and then spend more time with their manager trying to get them fired. And our next story for today. I'm actually here to attend your party, not cater it. I forgot this happened to me years ago when I was still in high school. It's not a fabulous story, but still gives me a chuckle what a beard can do to your apparent age. During this time, I was still in touch with an old friend who'd moved to a different school. I was conveniently able to see him sometimes through a distance learning class along with his new friends. One of his new friends was kind enough to invite me to their birthday party. It was a very fancy one, so we were asked to wear formal clothing. I obliged because, being a chubster and all, layers make me look less fat, so I decked myself out to look super professional, groomed my beard, and had a nice m'lady vibe going on. I was untouchable. So I go to the address, and boy howdy, was the place they rented fancy. I was rather early, so I placed my stuff in the corner. The hosts and I chatted for a bit while we waited for everyone else to come. It wasn't long, and eventually a cluster of people came in. Caterers, other teens, a DJ. I started to blend in, chat with others, and get friendly. The party was very nice. I decided to sit by a bunch of ladies I never met while we ate. We talked about dildos, a bunch of dumb political stuff, and acting. I got up and started asking people what they wanted and started just handing out drinks, just trying to be friendly. I kept getting weird looks from the kids' parents. No clue why. So the party keeps going. I play pool, eat, dance to some Take On Me by Aha. I lose my voice from screaming. You know how parties go. So this keeps on going while I notice the parents overlooking me constantly. I started to ease down because I was getting uncomfortable. Finally, the end of the party arrives, and there's a bit where the family has a projector with all these family photos of them in it. It was time to take it out and show everyone how gushy and cute the family was or something. So one of the hosts, the mother, comes up to me and says, "Could you at least grab the projector for us?" I got very confused. I asked her what she was talking about, and she ranted on, "You have barely done anything all night. Could you at least grab and set up our projector?" Then it finally connects. This chick thinks I've been screwing around all night instead of catering the party. I just laughed and said, "I'm sorry, but I'm here to attend your daughter's party. What did you think I was here for?" And she got beet red. At this point, everyone else is looking and realized what was going on too. The daughter came over and explained that I was a guest. I quickly went to use the restroom to get out of that interaction because, screw that, I wasn't bothered for the 30 minutes that were left of the party though. Plus I got a girl's number, so bonus. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching the video all the way to the end, and I'll see you in the next one.